there is a level above. There is a possible to reach more, that I can become not only the best in Slovenia, but that I can become the best in Europe, that I can become the best in the world. And of course, when you reach the best of the world, you can become the best of all time. Hey guys, it's Miran. I just want to share some thoughts with you about your potential, because everyone wants somehow in a way to reach our own potential. But how can you really reach your potential? I think the only way that you can reach your potential is if you have a coach, because coach is someone who has been where you are now at the moment and is usually a few steps in front of you, or at least can see some steps. Because the main problem is in a way that we are not able to see our own potential. Because, like for example, if I'm from Slovenia, as you know, and my idea is that I become the best in Slovenia, I don't know, in some certain field. But this is I think my potential is that I become the best in Slovenia. But if I have a coach who been to Europe, who traveled the world, he can show me that there is a level above, there is a possible to reach more, that I can become not only the best in Slovenia, but that I can become the best in Europe, that I can become the best in the world. And of course, when you reach the best of the world, you can become the best of all time. But then again, if you are already the best of all time, there is still some future, and in the future there will come another people, and then you can set such a standard that maybe no one in a history can reach your standard. So basically there is always a place, a space to improve, to become better. But you cannot do this just by yourself. Many of you have children, and then when you look at your child, you see they say, okay, when I grow up, I will be a pilot, I will be an astronaut, I will travel the moon or whatever. But when you're looking at that child, you see, okay, he's very bold or she's very bold, and she's trying to figure out some vision, trying to figure out her or his potential. But you see much more because you have experience. A child can say, when I grow up, I will earn 1,000 euros. But you know the 1,000 euros is nothing. Or is it, I will earn $1 million. But you know that this $1 million is it's, let's say, quite small number. But if you are a parent, if you are a coach, you can say, but there is much more. There is 1 billion, there is 1 trillion, there is, I don't know how you call even higher numbers. And usually it is very hard to see this by yourself. You need a coach. If you want truly to reach your potential, you need a coach. You need somebody who can see that potential in you. Let's say if you hire a fitness trainer and your idea, your potential is that you make, I don't know, 20, 50 push-ups, but he sees that there is something bigger in you. Okay, you can do 10 more, and you can do 10 more, and you can do 10 more, and then you are completely exhausted, and he says, okay, let's try 10 more. And this is so far from your idea of your potential that you cannot even imagine. That's why it's so important to have a coach, because people, they say, I believe, I have an idea about my potential. This is not true. The only thing that I have an idea about myself is about my limitations. Even though I say, I want to earn $1 billion, this is not my potential. This is my limitation that I see, because I cannot see any further. With my abilities, with my experiences, with my know-how, or with my faith in the world or everything, I just see something somewhere. But I see my limitations, and I think that what I see, those my limitations, that this is my potential. But if you are working with a coach who is experienced, and he's got some, usually a coach is someone who is at least one step further than you are. Okay, he can give you a vision, he can give you an idea, he can give you an inspiration one step further than you are at the moment, that you can see, that you can think, that you can imagine. And this is, because many times, when I talk with the people, I don't need anyone. I'm enough. I'm working on myself, and I've been through many workshops. I had some coaches in the past, and at the moment I don't need anyone. Okay, you don't need anyone. It's not a problem, but you have to understand, and you have to be aware that with such a mentality, you will never reach your potential. You will reach only your limitation. I know that it sounds very strange, but it was, let's say when I was thinking some half hour ago, that's why I'm sharing this with you, it was a kind of revelation. I'm thinking I'm going towards my potential, but basically I'm going towards my limitations, towards what I can imagine as to be my top sheet, only, because let's say we all say the sky is the limit, okay? But when you arrive to Dubai, you will see banners everywhere. The sky is actually not the limit. And if you want to break through this limited way of thinking, limited way of imagining your vision and your potential, then you need somebody to show you. And of course, you have to understand that, like you hire a coach, he raises up the bar of your potential. And of course, this is not the end. After you have outgrown your coach, there is another one, and there is another one. And surely, of course, there is, everyone in the world, the most successful people, they do have coaches. And basically, there is always someone who has the ability to see something bigger in you than you can see. So it is very, I would not say dangerous that you say, I want to fulfill my potential. I'm living my potential. No, you don't live your potential. You're not living your potential. You're far, far from your real potential. There is so much more in you, inside. So hidden abilities, and when you exhaust, let's say, the earthly realm, then you can tap into the spiritual realm. You connect with the energy, you connect with God, and there is, you can really become limitless. And the way is that always you have someone who can help you to see what you are not able to see, to give you the idea that you don't see, that you don't have an idea about. Anyway, I wish you a beautiful day. I hope that you get inspired to really tap into your potential. I hope that you get inspired, that you find someone to help you. It can be also a spouse if it's someone who is growing with you, but the best is that, let's say, if you want to make something professional, you always hire a professional. So stay strong, be connected with energy, and I wish you a beautiful day. Hey, it's Miran. Are you still here? I almost forgot to ask you, did you like the episode? Please like it and share it with someone that would benefit from it.
And I would be very happy to hear your thoughts, maybe some questions, your opinions. Maybe the discussion can start right down there. I really wish you a beautiful day and stay great. Bye bye.